Greetings. And yes, Susan, it is Sunday. One of the best things about being in the present moment, the past and the future just don't exist. All that exists is the now, 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 now. Nothing else exists. The only reason people make things exist is because it's stored in their bank. Amazing how that works, huh? Make a wish. Man, that's some Harry Potter shit you girls are talking about. That's what it is. And I mean, we all have our own interests in the world. It's just what it is. I mean, when you're talking about when you're talking about an earth angel who has healed from attacks from he who shall not be named, that's some Voldemort Death Eater craziness. Keep in mind, your entire Harry Potter series was written by an INFJ. So, and I'm truly interested. I mean, when I hear you say that they have been attacking this individual since they were a child, uh, I want to find that individual. I want to know just what kind of attacks they went through. What all kinds of things did they magically heal from? That's my interest. I don't know about you, but I'm interested in stuff like that. Not interested in people attacking the fucking thing. No, 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 no. So, because what is, I mean, and what is the truth to any of that? What is the truth to any of that? And I mean, having an understanding of God, force, mirror, karma when it comes to metaphysical practices, that's what it is. That shit boomerangs right back onto the sender. And that's how God shows you who you can trust. That's how God shows you who you can trust. So while we're, patiently waiting to see who God's going to reveal that we can trust in this situation, I'm focusing on this person that all you readers are talking about. That's what it is. I don't give a shit about the group collaboration of utter failures. Utter. Did you ever see that? It's like the narcissist has to have an image, and then they use their money and their power to control their minions. They're little one-eyed fucking minions. They're little mini despicable me's anyway. So, and then they milk them. Well, that's defying gravity. That's milking. That's utterly ridiculous. Simple enough. No, 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 no. You take the image, ground it, bring it down, grounded and centered. And then you hand the narcissist sledgehammers. Get your fucking ass to work. Pound that foundation in the ground, you little devils. Take that entity attachment, let's heal it, and swing that hammer harder. Get that image pounded in the ground so that your narcissistic supply has an image to walk on. Why, it's like a moving sidewalk. Meet George Jetson, his boy Elroy, right? And then the money and the power goes to the reviews. You put the stars in the sky. Thank you, Google Reviews. You take yourself out of the fucking picture. All healing is self-healing. So, where is this mystical unicorn divine being all these ladies are picking the energy up on? Because that's some pretty serious energy. That is some pretty. I'm not worried about these fucking fools and a circus led by Boo Boo the Clown. I don't say Boo Boo the Fool like heathens because God protects the fool. The morale of the kingdom was decided by the fool. They had the power. It doesn't matter what we do to this guy. He just keeps coming back. It's almost like God's protecting him. Thank you for that. Thank you for that. We don't talk about those things. Simple enough. Do. Anyway, yeah, I mean, I hear that karma is karma-ing. Is karma-ing? Is that true? It's just what it is. I can't do anything. You can't focus on the people that are dipped in the depths of karma. No. I want to focus on that earth angel y'all are talking about. What are they can't, this person's still alive. Okay, well, where are they? Simple. I want to look for, I want to know why. Why are you still alive? All these people can't believe you're still alive. I want to not believe. I want to sit there and go, I just can't believe you're still alive. That's what it is. Granted, tarot is for entertainment purposes only, and you take what resonates and you leave the rest for someone else. But where is this healer that's just healing like a motherfucker? That's what I'm interested in. I don't care about the weak and the mundane. No. These ladies are talking about Michael Myers energy. I'm hunting that shit for Halloween. That's just what I'm doing. That's what it is. And harmony and balance is key. So, what should we prepare for? The shoes. There's two shoes. There's two shoes that will be going on a group's feet, and it would be like a human caterpillar, like caterpillar people, like livestock caterpillar, because they were live, but they never took stock of their actions. And when that group tries to get all of those feet into one pair of shoes, it's just two shoes with all of those feet. When all of those feet try to fit in two shoes, it might be uncomfortable. It might be comfortable for all of those feet to get in. You might need Al Bundy. You might need Al Bundy to come down from the shoe store with a shoehorn and shoe these caterpillar people's feet into those two shoes. But keep in mind, you ladies have already stated that those are Earth Angel shoes. And if you get all of those caterpillar people's feet into two Earth Angel shoes, those shoes are wing-tipped. So if those shoes are wing-tipped and the Earth Angel is the only one divinely protected, that means they got the seatbelt. And I know that it's click it or ticket in Texas. And we don't mess with Trashbox, Texas. Simple enough. So if you've got all of these caterpillar people's feet stuffed into just two Earth Angel shoes that are wing-tipped and the Earth Angel still has the seatbelt, this is going to be a bumpy ride. It's going to be a bumpy ride for those individuals. Simple enough. This is why we have to focus on the Earth, the shoeless Earth Angel. Shoeless Earth Angel Jackson. It's not Joe Jackson. It's shoeless Earth Angel Jackson. We want to focus on shoeless, grounded Earth Angel Jackson, while everyone else who only saw Andrew Jackson in their heads is basically trying to wear one pair of shoes. And I don't know how they're going to pull that off. I don't know why they thought that shit would ever work. I don't know why they thought that, or be comfortable. I don't know why they thought putting that many feet in two shoes would ever be comfortable. But it's what it is. Buckle up, Karma Cups. It's going to be a bumpy ride. It's what it is. So, you got to think, how does God force mirror karma work? Well, I mean, you take what is provided. You work with what you have. And if you have a society on one timeline that is celebrating the unalive, the assassination, the pew taken out of a Charlie Kirk, and then they start a TikTok trend. Oh, there's this trend on TikTok. They're taking our jobs. They turn into South Park. Oh, they're taking our jobs. That's that laugh now, cry energy later. That's that laugh now and then cry later energy. Oh, they're taking our jobs. But see, that's the issue that I have, is because on the Uno reversal card timeline of that situation, tarot has an Earth Angel on the Captain Kirk track, like Star Trek, boldly going with star seeds where no man has gone before, pioneering new things. But that energy is also in the cards as having to continuously overcome obstacles and heal. There's healing involved. Because there's been attacks on their love, their life, their health, their wealth, and their abundance. So they have overcome tenfold each one of these lessons that, a group of people trying to destiny swap, a group of people wanting for themselves what they wanted for another, as they continue to build up that momentum and continue to pull people in. They need more people in two pair of shoes. So as they continue to pull more people's feet into these two shoes, and then the tower comes, that's a caterpillar. That's a caterpillar in wingtip shoes without a seat belt. Without a seat belt. And we can't do anything about that. We really can't do anything about it, because you can't focus on the people in the rubble under the tower that put on wing-tipped Earth Angel shoes without a seatbelt. We have to focus on the healer that has overcome, because I'm more worried about overcomers. I want to know what they had to heal from. I'd love to know what kind of obstacles were placed in that individual's way. Maybe I'll learn something. When the student is ready, that teacher appears. So we're going to look for that teacher. We're seeking our own education. We want higher education, not that fucking dumb shit. We want higher education in this situation. Let's do a reading, shall we? God is all that is. Angels, archangels, ascended masters, the divine white light has to be a clear and infinite channel for your wisdom at this time, for myself as well as those I do readings for. Namaste. That's what it is. I like to take my focal point and then compare notes on the light. Simple enough. Simple enough. Has anyone figured out where they hid Commissioner Gordon's 6-foot diamond alien, 6-foot alien light diamond? Has anyone figured that out? And what can we learn from the Pleiadians? Not from these copycats, not from these foolish individuals. We want to know, what can we just walk in and learn on these timelines and situations? I hear Pisces has a rare ability of walking between the worlds. Oh, thank you for that. I appreciate that. Sweet as well. Having gratitude for the lessons, having gratitude for the ascension, having gratitude for new shoes, because it's what it is. The emperor needs a new pair of shoes. And when you're the emperor and the empress energy, you really don't fucking need an emperor or an empress in a situation like this. So looking for another equally yoked emperor and empress energy and finding out, how did they ascend? How were you able to ascend out of hell? Because if your light is triggering demons in the hell zone, that would be a zone of fear. People immersed in fear for various different magical practices that are going back on them. And I can't do anything about that. I hear the readers picking out the signs, and I see the signs around me all of the time, zodiac signs and or otherwise. We pay attention to the signs from the universe. So it is. And you can't worry about, and I understand there'll be a lot of caterpillar people at the bottom of the rubble. There's EMS for that. There's hospital towers that have many floors to fill those individuals. Things of that nature. I want to look for the overcomers. Number one, I want to know all the things that they overcame. Simple enough. How did that business survive, and how can I further help them get that off of the ground? You can't save everyone. You can't save everyone at the bottom of a caterpillar people rubble tower. Simple enough. You can't help people like that. It's just what it is. It's what it is. People that are smart enough to try to put all of their feet in two pairs of shoes, there's just something wrong. There's something broken about that thinking. They probably had $1 on their mind, and it's what it is. So it's just what it is. Everybody's love, everybody's light, everybody's health, everybody's wealth, everybody's abundance. It's scattered about. It's here, it's there, it's yonder ways, it's in a moat, it's on a boat. And, some of these people who thought they were the shit just found out that not all shit can float. Ooh, that's some heavy shit there. Moving forward, nothing happens by chance. Everything happens for a reason. There's no such thing as a coincidence. Everything is a co-created experience with the divine. So when I hear that energy in the collective that some people just don't understand, well, that's because we're on a different frequency. We're on a completely different channel. I mean, when we talk about Reiki and Kundalini and Moldavite, I mean, these are words. All they, you're talking about fucking, you're trying to explain shit to Beavis and Butthead. You remember Beavis and Butthead? What was their favorite thing to say? Words. Word. And that's just basically what it is. This shit goes in one ear and out the other because he's talking crazy. Well, yeah, because each one of these words has a crazy definition that clearly defines the crazy experience that these people don't have. That's called wisdom. That's called wisdom. Left brain, right brain, and the subconscious mind. Let's get connected, thank you. Let's get connected, shall we? So, yeah, that's what it is. I mean, there's too many readers that are spouting out this information. There are too many energy readers that are picking up on that specific energy, and it's just what it is. I mean, sometimes nothing else matters. It's what it is. And I mean, knowing that we're going into a cycle where people have to get with it. They either have to awaken, they either ascend, or they get left behind. They either ascend or they get left behind. Me, I'm more about ascending. So those who have ascended, and it's just what it is. You don't want to pull people down. No. You want someone to look up to so you can catch up with that individual. Like a squished tomato. Catch up. We're just going to catch up with that situation. And it's not hunt catch up. No. It's hunting for a reason to catch up. So much fun with this. Cards in the upright. Oh, cool. Let's flip it around. What is the harmony and balance on this situation? Ooh, gratitude. Simple enough. Yeah, it's what it is. I mean, there's plenty of things to be grateful for. I don't know about individuals traveling country to country, getting witch doctors and shit to pull off alchemical magical processes for them. It's just what it is. Me, I don't travel country to country, so I know I'm not in that club. I'm not in that fucking club of people that are now getting the backfire and the repercussions from it. So it's what it is. I can't do anything about that. And when I hear that how is this people able to pull the wool over so many people's eyes? Well, generally it's all that glitters isn't gold. And when we see through that shit, and then they want you to compete with you, and you know what the narcissist's objective is. Simple enough. You're able to reverse that shit, and that scares the hell out of these people. And it's just what it is, and that's what we're trying to do. We're trying to get them to raise their vibration. You got to scare the hell out of them. You got to get the hell out of there so that they can ascend. Black magic was used. So, show some gratitude to that black magic that was used. Going back on these masculines. Simple enough. Now, the 3/16/1978, and that would break down into it would be in reference to a divine feminine energy. Now, balancing out your masculine energy is just basically putting forth the will to go forward and trying to stop that intuition at all costs. They wanted to win at all costs. What? The darkness? They wanted to win for Darth Vader wanted to do everything to keep their secret. You do not understand the powers of the dark side. So that's what it is. And we know that whatever is done in the dark always comes to the light. Look at that. Love is all there is. We will be distancing the karmics because, I mean, the caterpillar people in the human centipede, that whole group thing that they've got going on, trying to put all of their feet, trying to put a whole foot, multiple whole feet into two shoes. That's never going to work. Why they thought it would, who knows? But because they did it, because they were able to pull off that destiny swap and get all their feet in those two shoes, they're wing-tipped. Those Earth Angel shoes are wing-tipped, and the Earth Angel has the seat belt. So while they don't have any divine protection, and that shit just kind of like fuzz, so like the shoes are going to take the whole caterpillar and fly their ass right into a plane, like a tower moment. Oh no, Mr. Bill, and there's nothing we can do about that. There's nothing we can do about that. It's just what it is. I mean, the group came together, they made the decision. They're still continuing and they're building up the momentum that the universe is just returning to them in a God force mirror karma fashion. So, it's what it is. Yeah, we don't even have to remove that negative energy. Love always wins, and the trash is taking itself out. Congratulations. Whole families of trash will be taking themselves out like the devil's rejects. The devil's rejects will they'll be in the convertible, fucking moving on down the road. Simple. I don't own the clothes I'm wearing. This is fucking, my next short is going to be the ending scene from fucking Devil's Rejects. Whatever song, what is that song? Midnight. Not gonna let them catch me, no. Not gonna let them catch the midnight. What's the matter? Don't you like clowns? What's the matter? Aren't we? Don't we have no intuition? Simple enough. The power is coming back to the folks that do not have any intuition. And that's the thing. That's where we're going to have a huge separation with the old system. Individuals don't want to change the things that they always thought to be true, but people grow, people evolve. So, as we're tapping into these abilities, as we're expanding our minds, as we're doing DNA activations and activating the DNA they played with in the first place to keep us docile, to keep our minds controlled. It's all about control. Cool. So once you break out of that, the divine comes in, and then divine judgment now has them under control. Here's my card. Higher consciousness, you either have it or you don't on the power situation. Obviously, the power has been given away to those with intuition. Love, light, and truth always wins. Yes, they initiated into the wrong thing. You have a group of caterpillar people who decided to copy or target one chosen individual whose divine destiny was to forever be known as their karma. How will they be getting their karma? Well, we just went over this. A caterpillar centipede hate train of individuals have now decided to stick all of their feet in two pairs of shoes. Those two shoes would be an earth angel's shoes that are wing-tipped. Now, I'm all for a shoeless earth angel. I mean, it's just what it is. It helps them stay grounded. They're more connected to the earth. However, I think because of all that earth angel has been through, they at least need a new pair of shoes. Simple enough. I would like to get that earth angel a new pair of shoes once I find them. Once I find that earth angel, I will get them a new pair of shoes and we will just go from there. But they would have to have a business. They would have to know all of the individuals that they had to overcome in this situation. They would have to know, they would have to have evidence. They would have to have some form of evidence of the things that they've had to heal from as we get to eat popcorn. Pisces, get your popcorn. We'll get our popcorn and we will sit back and we will look at what other people wanted for another. And what they wanted, I want a new pair of shoes for an earth angel. And what you want for another is what you want for yourself. Simple enough. So I hear they tried to sacrifice that earth angel to the devil. Okay, great. Well, if what you want for another is what you want for yourself, and they wanted to sacrifice the earth angel to the devil, only to find out they sacrificed themselves to the devil, it's just what it is. That's basically the devil giving the earth angel to God, and then God giving all of them to the devil. Basically works out perfect that way. On the emotion, I just said, this lawyer can't believe you're unbothered by what they did to you. We've got 8 years for you to figure out just how bothered you are, kind counsel. That's what it is. Women will be upside down on the emotional situation. That's what it is. And that's my question. How many of those individuals, because when you say a couple poison apples can destroy the entire apple tree. We're dealing with lemon trees. When life gives you lemon trees, you can make lemonade while the witches poison apples or poisoning every branch, everything that they weaponized, everything that they used voodoo on, spirits of influence. All of that shit will be coming to a divine intervened halt. And we can't do it. That tree, there's nothing on that tree. That tree has bore fucking disgusting rotten fruit. We're over here at the lemon tree because when life gives you a lemon tree, you can make lemonade stands. You can you can get the children out of the fucking bouncy house across the street. Get them selling lemonade. They can start their own businesses on this corner or that one. Simple enough. When she said raw power going up against a bunch of hex girls, I thought, that makes absolutely no sense. Hex girls against raw power? That's like going to the hibachi grill and asking for Girl Scout cookies. Oh, look there, quantum jumps and manifestation. Hey, that's what it is. And I mean, that's the thing is, with all of these people talking about quantum jumps and manifestations, where is their light? Where are the ones that ascended into the crown? Because for that crown to fit, you would have to activate the other side of the brain. So if they're left or they're right-handed, chances are there's some broken thinking in there. And the getting the energy flowing, I mean, there's just a lot to this. But I'm not concerned. I mean, yes, plenty of people practice yoga and they're able to ascend up their chakra system. But when there's that energy of people surviving things, when I hear a reader say, people can't believe this person's still alive, cool, I want to not believe that person's still alive too. Where is that person? Simple enough. I'm looking for that person. I can't worry about the people that did too much. The people that did too much and put too many caterpillar feet into one pair of shoes. That's what it is. While they were recruiting people to get their feet in one pair of shoes to all basically meet the same in the tracks go to the edge of the cliff, but they didn't follow the signs. Every warning sign was given. Slow that train down. The tracks are out. The tracks are out. And that's what it is. I mean, once the path disappears, you're on it. So while we're building a path over here one brick at a time, and these people are on predestined karma rails, it's just predestined karma rails to go right off the cliff in their caterpillar people hate train. So while they're in the caterpillar people hate train in winged tip earth angel shoes, well, the earth angels got the seatbelt, even though they're shoeless, still wearing the seatbelt because it is click it or ticket in Texas as they build these brick streets one brick at a time. So it is. You got all the problems. No more problems. And we're over here building the bricks going this way. That's what it is. I mean, if people want to know what the problem was, cool. You will have to go talk to the problems. They're down there somewhere. They're down there somewhere. Go scrape up. There's pieces. There's pieces to the puzzle all down there. You can pick those pieces up, put your puzzle together. Simple enough. Energy exchange is in the upright. On top of these women being flipped upside down. Congratulations. It's just what it is. The feminine energy upside down and in their emotions over the fact of, oh God, what have I got myself into? As witches, they got themselves into witchcraft and baneful magic that is now backfiring on them because they did not have any spiritual protection playing in that realm of spiritual warfare. And basically, well, yeah, that's what it is. I mean, there'll be plenty of pieces to pick up. Everybody with this job security, there'll be plenty of pieces to pick up down there at the bottom of that cliff. What's the positive? You will have to learn rock climbing. If you're up at the top of the mountain, you will have to learn rock climbing to get down. But while we're building a path that goes down, while you're worried about all the fucking pieces down there and learning rock climbing to get down there to them, yeah, that's what it is. Go rescue the puzzle pieces. We're going to keep building because once the path disappears, you're on it. You're on your Dharma path. Simple enough. We are not worried about this shit. Simple enough. When I saw that, this lawyer can't believe that you're unbothered by what these people did to you. Okay, great. I posted that on my Facebook. My question is, where is that unbothered person and what did they do to him? I'm not worried about the lawyers that can't believe shit. That's a lawyer that has no fucking belief system. Simple enough. You can't deal with that. Can't deal with that. We want to look for the unbothered people that overcome and succeed. Michael Myers, it's Halloween time. We're looking for the Michael Myers energy, that unstoppable energy, that the people that can overcome, the people you can get shit done with, not these weak fucking puzzle pieces that are all jigsawed at the bottom of a cliff off their hate train. I can't deal with it. You can't deal with that. So you would have to learn rock climbing. You would have to learn rock climbing and go down to the bottom of the cliff they went off of because somebody told them to jump off a cliff and they did it. Now, when people tell you to jump off a cliff and you just go and do it, well, then you end up a bunch of jigsaw pieces down at the bottom of the cliff. And that's what it is. I can't do anything about that. On the man, all the king's horses and all the king's men couldn't put the Earth Angel hate train back together again. Simple enough. So we want to focus on this divine being going forward. So you can't nurture these things. Simple enough. Pisces, you've got people that are stopping your manifestations, swapping your destiny, trying to sacrifice an Earth Angel. Okay, great. When I pump that energy into Google, like they're trying to siphon energy, I'm pumping it into Google. When I pump that energy into Google, I get a readout of the power of the written word. And that tells me until I can prove that wrong with that Earth Angel they tried to sacrifice, you can't worry about people trying to sacrifice an Earth Angel. There's fucking where are you going to get with those kinds of people? It's just what it is. And then you've got people throwing down, you've got your illegal surveillance coming in with their fear-based shit because that's what they want to do. They want to control your mind with fear. So whoever would be responsible for that, we're going to be returning that energy back to you tenfold because you put out fear, you get back fear. They wouldn't be doing that shit with their illegal surveillance if they weren't in a state of fear. Cool, that's the vibration of hell. So as your light continues to trigger these demons locked into the vibrational frequency of hell, we're going to move forward. You can't nurture that shit, and the change of consciousness is on. Look at that. Simple enough. Simple enough. Hey, look at that. Are they losing everything? Oh, man. Oh, shit. Everything they attack of mine will increase tenfold. Anytime they attack my health, I get healthier tenfold. Everything they try to affect as far as love, light, health, wealth, or abundance, it goes back on them tenfold and increases my dharma tenfold. Who could ask for anything more? So, why is this person unbothered? Bitch, I just told you. Thank you, attorney. Simple enough. Put your fucking heart into something else other than the darkness. Love, light, and truth always wins. Have you ever seen an attorney that had love, light, or the fucking truth? Simple enough. No compassion from the past will be repaid with no compassion to the past. It's at the bottom. It's in jigsaw puzzle pieces at the bottom of a cliff. What are you going to do with that? They can't even, people can't keep the applesauce on the shelf at Walmart, and you can't put that plasma mess of puzzle pieces back together again. Simple enough. Yeah, we're not fighting any of that shit. It has fought itself. Simple enough. They're not masters. I can't do anything about that. Did they try to unalive a master? Did they really? That's what it is. So then now we would be looking for an ascended master that they tried to hang up on a cross over a crown activation, because that's just what they do. You have a master who has ascended to the crown activation, and a bunch of caterpillar people ended up being divinely intervened. So it is, the divine came in and pulled the handle and just railed that hate train right off the cliff. You can't work with those people. What are you going to do with that? They went all the way down to the bottom of the cliff. You can't do anything with that. That's where they're at. That's what it is. They went that way. We're going this way. They went that way, and we're going this way. Simple enough. Fuck yeah, we're unbothered. What is over top of all of this? Unalive magic. Okay, great. Great. Sweet. What is the new level, new devils? Oh, God, we couldn't take out one person, but the divine said, bah! Okay, cool. Simple enough. I'm still unbothered. This is what it is. Who's on the train? Did anybody get an itinerary? Did anyone get a roster? Do we have who's on first? Who's on first? Who's on first base? Who's the next batter? Yeah, this warlock was so obsessed. That's what it is. I can't do anything about obsessed warlocks with divine feminine energy or Kundalini Reiki that's omnipotent, omnipresent, and available everywhere. What is the problem? Reiki can only be used for positive healing purposes. and protection of yourself and others. Okay, cool. So what does that tell you? If you abuse your ability, you lose your ability. Cool. So you're talking about negative people who have lost their ability to heal themselves and others, worried about siphoning the energy off of someone who does the positive hit, not to lose their abilities. We focus on not abusing our abilities so we don't lose our abilities, which makes it omnipresent, omnipotent, omnipresent, and available everywhere. So we're constantly channeling something that they're constantly siphoning, but they're to realize that karma comes with that because of their negative intentions. And when they're drawing nothing but my negative energy, they think I'm doing something to them in retaliation. No. They have negative intentions. Cool. They're harvesting the negative side of the laugh path 8. What goes around comes around. What goes around comes around. Simple enough. Simple enough. And then become obsessed. They get a taste of Pisces, Sun, Water, Leo, Rising, 7 rings of Saturn's fire, Gemini, Moonshine. And it does. It becomes an obsession to them because it's creative life force energy. So because the devil cannot create on their own, they have to have a host because they are parasites or ticks or fleas or just basically stupid people with broken thinking. Simple enough. Simple enough. That's what it is. I can't do anything about that. But that's what it is. As the devil's rejects continue to go off the cliff or into the line of fire, sweetie, I do believe at the end of that movie, we'll stop it. No, we want to win at all costs. And it's just what it is. There were good old boys there, and I don't even think they made it to the cliff. No, that was Thelma and Louise. Thelma and Louise went off the fucking cliff. Simple enough. Yeah. Karen and Witch, please. Karen and Witch, please, were the ones that drove off the cliff in the convertible. Namaste.